We've got the papers out on the couch, Blair Manton, Serious Business, because New Year means new budget. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
And this idea, you know, there's some people that may have some disposable income to play with, some that are just going paycheck to paycheck. Why is it so important if you're just paying your bills right now to make a budget?
Well, you know, more than half of us, we operate with no budget whatsoever. It's like driving blind. You got no idea how fast you're going, which direction, are you getting to your destination or not. So a budget's really important just to see, are you on track? Are you actually going to hit your goals, or are you just drifting blind?
So if we're paying our bills month to month, let's first take a look at this pie chart that kind of breaks down the main expenses a household will experience. And tell us about how you got to these percentages.
Well, so part of it too is the budget doesn't have to be complicated. This one's got about, 5-6 categories in it. That's about all that you really need. So the big ones, housing, first off, housing is usually the biggest category that people are going to spend their money in. So, it's nice to say up to 35%. In BC and in Vancouver specifically, that could be a pretty tough one to actually.
And this is 35% of after-tax income is what you're saying.
After-tax income.
So what are the options, knowing how high the cost of living is here on the West Coast, to meet these financial expectations and keep it around 35?
Well, you got to try to be creative. So a couple things you can do to try to offset. One is to look at a roommate. So if you've got a place where more than one person can live, you can definitely cut your costs, almost in half by getting a roommate. Another kind of innovative thing is you can think about homestays. So I've got a few colleagues of mine at work who they do this all the time. They've gotten such rewarding experiences out of it. They can travel the world and go and stay with the people they've hosted in their house. So that's another option to think about.
Getting from point A to point B is costly here in this city. Transportation, you target it at 15%.
Right.
What's realistic, and what are some support ideas behind this?
Well, one thing to keep in mind is it's way more expensive than you think it is to own a car. So BCAA puts the cost at almost $10,000 a year just for a car. So you got to think again creatively, what can I do to get that benefit without laying out $10,000? Car sharing is the answer. So you've seen the blue and white smart cars around. That's Car2Go. Modo is another car co-op. Both of those services in town. Unless you're a daily commuter and you really need a vehicle, you can probably get by just by doing car sharing.
Okay. Food and beverage, obviously a big one, and it can be a very vague one if we're not getting specific of how we're tracking. From the work you do with clients, what do you say is a great estimate per person in the household for groceries per month? Yeah,
you need a starting point, and a good starting point is between $250 to $300 per household member per month for groceries. Okay, so if you start to build your budget around there, family of two, maybe $500, then it's all what are the incrementals on top of that? How many coffees, how many nights out, all of that, and the key to those is really to track them.
And when you talk about tracking, is there a great app when you look at the specifics? Because food, you could probably throw in your coffees, groceries, eating out, and then it's really hard to get specific of where you're spending your money. Any good apps you'd recommend?
Yeah, there's one, and it's got a great name. It's called Best Budget. So it's online on the App Store, Best Budget. There's a free version and a paid version. It'll track your expenditures. It'll coach you on different categories per month, measure your income, measure your expenses. It's a great one. Okay, and if we're in the position where our budgets are really tight, we hear this age-old adage, pay yourself first. What's the philosophy behind saving if you are working paycheck to paycheck? You absolutely have to save, even if you're in debt, even if you're living paycheck to paycheck. You got to take 10% off the top because you are your own pension plan. Okay, so it means the difference between you retiring with income or retiring with just the bare minimum of income, which is what the government will provide. If you don't pay yourself first, you're really not going to have a retirement income. So even if you're paying off debt, also pay yourself. Put the money into RRSPs. It's going to be safe. And you make a good point about the idea of matching contributions with the company. Explore that if that option exists. Oh yeah, simple terms, never say no to free money. If your employer is going to match your contributions, take that every single time. Okay, and the idea of repaying debt, if there is significant amounts year by year, what's the best strategy to tackle this? Well, you want to think 10% of your income. If you're in debt, at least 10% you should be paying off to your debt. If that 10% is not getting you ahead, it means that there's way too much debt and 10% is only scratching the surface, then that means you got a problem. You should meet with a professional, a trustee, a credit counselor, go from there. Okay, and overall with the budget, you lay out this pie chart. How important is it to review this month to month? Are we doing it month to month? Are we doing it week to week? What's the most effective? Oh, absolutely, month to month. If you don't revisit the budget, you're really not getting any benefit. It's like you don't have a budget. So every month, sit down, input your costs, input your income, and then measure the previous month. How did you do? Reward yourself if you did well, and if you didn't do so well, then think about what different choices are you going to make next month. And just get ahead of the game. And I know in a month's time we'll be talking RSPs and planning for the tax breaks and all. But a great jump start for 2015. New year, new budget. Thanks for the ideas, Blair. Thank you.